Hey guys, welcome to the video. In today's video, we'll be discussing some of the workout techniques that you can use to get a physique like Bollywood superstar Salman Khan. As always, if you do enjoy the video, please subscribe or hit the like button. Before we get started, don't forget to check the description box below for a discount on our recommended workout programs, as well as a link to join our weekly newsletter. All right, so the goals for this type of workout are going to be just really focused on building muscle and not really caring about our body fat. It's okay if we're not as lean as we possibly can be and having really defined six pack abs or the vascularity. All we're really focused on is adding weight, adding muscle primarily, and just looking bigger. And so this way you're going to get that type of more of a bodybuilder type look. You're not going to get the another great example on the opposite side would be like a Brad Pitt in Fight Club compared to someone that's has a little bit more mass, can lift more weight, looks a little bit more athletically strong. So to accomplish this, we're going to do what is called bulking. Like I said, I'm not going to give you guys any specific workout routines to do in this, but we're going to talk about the principles that you need to incorporate into your weightlifting that is going to help you actually achieve this look. So first and foremost, you are going to have to lift weights 3 to 5 times per week. That's inevitable. If you do want to get bigger, you have to lift weights and you have to lift weights hard. You need to really focus on strength, putting up more weight on bench press and squats and deadlifts, and just really focus on lifting more weight every time you go in the gym. And I know it might be for some people it might be a radical shift, but at the end of the day, the only way to get bigger is going to be by lifting weights. And as you're lifting weights 3 to 5 times per week, there's two other factors that we really want to focus on, and that's first, doing compound exercises that really activate a lot of the muscle fibers that we're not going to be able to get through isolated exercises. So by compound, I mean things like I said, bench press, squat, deadlift. If you're into Olympic style lifting, you can do cleans. But whatever you do, you want to make sure that it's you're activating more of the muscles than if you're to just sit there and do bicep curls. You can do preacher curls that will get a little bit more range of motion and activate more muscle fibers, saving you time in the gym as well as just giving you a better workout all around. And number two, you want to work out your entire body. Don't neglect any single area. A lot of people tend to neglect legs. That's a very popular body part to just skip. Every time it comes around to legs, they might just take it easy that day. Don't do that. You know, Focusing on working out your entire body is also really important when it comes to aesthetics, to looking good. You want to make sure that your weight distribution, if you're only working out your biceps or you're only working out your chest, your weight distribution is gonna be wrong. You're gonna create muscular imbalances in your body, which just leads to more problems down the road, and you're gonna look really top heavy, and it's not aesthetically pleasing. So make sure you work out your entire body. You're really, even when it comes to legs day, you are hitting it hard. And the last thing I want to touch base, when you're on a bulking style workout, you want to limit the amount of cardio that you do. And the main reason this is for is first, you don't want to get tired. So if you do cardio before you lift weights, it's a bad idea because you're not going to be able to lift weights as hard as you would have if you hadn't ran or been on the bike for 30 minutes beforehand. So you want to do limited cardio. And if you do cardio, do it at the end of your workout after you've lifted weights. And the reason for limiting cardio is just the fact that burning extra calories throughout the day is not our goal. We're gonna have to eat a lot of food and retain a lot of calories so that our muscles have enough energy to actually repair themselves and grow day after day, week after week. And then you'll start seeing these results where you will be getting bigger. So let's take a look at an example workout. So first things first, you want to make sure you warm up at least 10 minutes. And I know warm up is different for everybody. If you like the dynamic warm ups, you can always just go play some basketball for 10 minutes, or if you're looking for something a little bit lighter on the body to get you ready, you can just jump on the elliptical for 10 minutes. Even walking is fine. If you just walk on a treadmill for 10 minutes, that's enough to get your blood flowing, get you ready for lifting weights. So next thing after the warm up, just lift weights 50 to 70 minutes. You can do around three sets of 4 to 8 exercises per day. And pretty much you can take as long of a break as you want in between sets. Since our goal is to lift heavy, it takes a lot out of you. Lifting something for 4 reps, that's a lot of weight. If you're really pushing yourself, you will be tired after a set of 4 reps. And that's why taking a minute break, 2 minute break to just get your body ready to do another really heavy set is fine. If you're trying to burn extra calories and in other types of workouts, our goal is to keep our heart rate elevated. In this one, not necessarily the case. You really want to focus on strength. You want to get enough rest so that you can do another set of really high weight. And when it comes to the actual splits, we can actually do a 3 day split. This is probably the most common type of split, and it's just day 1 chest and triceps, day 2 back and biceps, day 3 legs and shoulders, and then day 4 take a rest, and then just start over at day 1. And the reason it's broken down like this is because chest and triceps are pushing muscles. When you're pushing something away from your body, you're using your chest muscles and your triceps. And when you're pulling something, you're using your back and your biceps. So that's why those muscles build on each other. So they're split that way throughout the day or throughout the week. And then, like I said earlier, cardio, just minimal or none at all. And we got into that pretty heavily in the previous slide. So, but I just really want to reiterate cardio, just if you do want to do it, obviously cardio is really good for you. Cardiovascular exercise is good for you in the long run. That's something we should all be doing. But what I'm saying is if you are trying to make these changes to your physique in the short term, cardio is something you might want to minimize or just not do at all for 2 to 3 months while you focus on getting your strength up and adding on lean muscle mass. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And if you liked the video, please subscribe or hit the like button. Also, don't forget to check out the description box below for discounts on our recommended workout programs, as well as a link to join our newsletter. Catch you guys later.